wheat, so eating away at it, of barley, sorry. So have a drive around, look at everything. Just one thing you perhaps all don't know or don't know, depends how much you follow us, but we try to grow stuff without inputs, so we're not really using chemicals, well, not at all. Fertilizers, so the main aim for our farming business is to supply everything direct to you. So you'll buy your eggs, your beef, whatever you're buying up as a pork. So, and we try and do it all in-house. We take everything away to be slaughtered, obviously. So, but the idea of the wheat and the barley, or the whole crops and the grass and the different mix of grasses, so the herbal lays and the peas and the vetch, trying to fix nitrogen, is all trying to work a better ways of actually growing healthier food. So you are what you eat. So yeah, if you're eating a steak that's full of soya and everything else, so soya, I don't know if it's bad for you or not, but the growing of the soya perhaps isn't brilliant, and you're grain fed and everything else, so we're trying to do it in a different manner. So the whole crop, yes, it is grain, but it isn't grain until it becomes a grain. So feeding that for protein on young stock can help it grow and stay outside longer in the winter time. So we try to aim to this year to have more cattle out for longer, smaller groups. So if worst case scenario do wander out, they're only sort of in 20s or 25. So rather than a group of 150 wandering around the fens. Generally they are pretty good though, they do stay in, so they like that. And if we move them every day on time, we don't seem to be getting much of a headache at all. So that is our plan. You keep buying more and more beef, so we have to keep finding more and more ways to actually develop it. So hopefully we can find some more forage crops this winter off of our farm on other farms. So a lot more farms now growing forage crops. So if anybody out there is growing a forage crop and want it grazed, then just let us know in the sort of Wisbech, Cambridgeshire area. So I don't want to travel too far unless they're prepared to shepherd them themselves. I don't really want to go too far, but that is our plan. So just gonna have a quick look around this week, see what's up to. Bert's been out doing a bit of disking, getting some land ready for somebody else. Bit of a tidy up job, and I've walked around, had a quick look at the old woodland we've done. I think we're gonna out fence that and have a small group of cattle live on there all the time. They'll still be rotationally grazed, but not intensively, so that it allows nature a good chance. But I think our intensive rotational graze is probably the best there is. I think this year's shown how many different species of plants that we can actually get on the farm, and how many different bits of wildlife. By the way we're doing things, it's if you watch our video Flowers in May, it just shows you what's coming. There's still more and more flowers coming, more flowers that I don't know, that I keep putting on Facebook for people to identify. So obviously doing something wrong, but next week anyway I'll try and get you some butchery videos. I am in the butchery, so first job Monday morning next week is to make 1/4 ton of burgers. So not looking forward to that. The butcher's on holiday, the main bloke, so I'm in there with a smaller team. And I don't know if I'm a very good butcher, so I apologise in advance, and the orders are coming in thick and fast as they always do. So we opened our shop again on Saturday, did a slightly different setup. I was on my own. The wife did come out and help because we had people queued up to the kitchen. And we pretty much, well, we not pretty much like that, we did sell out. So the last customer bought every single last bit of item. Sold a lot of milk. So milk is going up and down. Was a little bit, get arm ache oldness, so I should use that gimbal thing. So this week has been really good for milk. Sold a lot of milk, and we got really nothing left in stock. Last week was a little bit slow on the sales. I don't know why, it just was, but at the minute we're not got a lot of stock, so really not stressed. I think we'll keep up quite nicely this week if it stays roughly the same. So, but thank you for supporting that, because that means a lot to us on the farm. So allows us to continue doing what we're doing, so living the lifestyle that we live, I suppose. Walked around with somebody the other day looking at something, and they just told me, I said he'd been on 3 or 4 jobs doing his job, and I just said, he said what he sort of well, you guess what he sort of earned compared to what we're perhaps earning. But then he turned around and said, you'll just have an hour walking around this lovely spot in the field, in the fens, and talking to me about a single warrior in the world. And I suppose that is where we are lucky. So you supporting us, I suppose, gives us that lifestyle. Yeah, might not be the richest job in the world, but it's full of other riches, which is brilliant. So, but anyway, enjoy the video, and don't forget, if you like it, like and subscribe and follow us and comment, and we'll answer any questions we can. And we're on Facebook, and we've got our online Brambleby Farms butchers, so you can have a look online and see what we actually sell and that type of thing. It's always well stocked, and there's a lot of options on there. So do want to order anything, just wait till the butcher comes back. So not this week, come in the week after. So right, see you all later. Bye bye. There's more out on the wash. Nice long walk. Soon caught up with Bert. Said he had to get a move on. Fair way along. Plugging away on that bridge. Well, I reckon we can see cattle over there, so I reckon we're getting close. I've 2 washes on. There they are, another 5 brought down. There we go, lost any tag. It's not driving right now, that car. Calf's doing quite well, isn't it? It's going well, that little lemony grey one, look. Little one. You're looking fat, girl. When you're going to calf. Not even bagging up yet, she's putting in calf last year. We put a bit of ball for Christmas. Oh. Hello, Lockie. That's one that jumped on the trailer. The calves are looking well. Remember the woodland we planted? Not seeing there too well. Tree growing. Is that a lime or something maybe? Really good success rate. You can see that one growing, can't you? I'll just clean, hang on, just clean the camera. Little oak down there growing. I've had probably the perfect summer for planting. It's a willow herb. Trees there though, look. That's what it is. But it's there. Growing well. Growing. Another little oak. Another tree growing. So you get the picture. Really good success rate. So I'm just coming through, chopping this until the old 6,600 full, till I got a puncture. The boy's about an hour away, so half an hour away. Give me time to have a quick walk around, have a look. It's a willow herb at the top. Foul tree, it's a shame. So, going to get a few that just never take. One annoying thing is, right down in the far corner, somebody's gone and nicked all the posts. Left the trees there, unprotected, and the guards on the floor, and took all them little posts out there. How pathetic some people are. Anyway, I'm just coming through, not going to do a perfect job, and we're going to leave it like that. The trees are not smothered with them mats down there keeping them protected. It just lets a bit of airflow through, and also we want to try and establish a little bit less weeds. We want some more grasses, so don't really want the ragwort, the thistles, the willow herb, although it's all nice stuff. Really want to get a bit more different mix in here, different flowers. So you remember we grazed the orchard in the winter time, so we've got like a swathe through the middle here, which we won't cut, but what we're going to do is we're going to fence around the whole of the outside with perhaps a high tensile electric wire, so something that'll last a good few years, and then we'll divide it up with poly wire through the middle. And even these little alleyways, we're only grazing a handful of cattle, we hope to be able to graze these and trample these down. And then my plan is to put some nice hay bales with flower mix in here, and good to look down a tree guard in random places and think it's grown. And then we'll get some, because if you look, the bare soil, look, just willow herb, bristly ox tongue, don't know if it's like a canary grass. There's not much in here and it's not nice. We want a bit more of a mat on the floor, a bit of a something a little bit better for frogs and newts and that type of thing. I don't think this is really a lot of good for a lot of anything really. Pollinating insects maybe that are flying in. No real habitat in this, is there really? So the plan is to build a bit of a habitat. I've got myself a bit of a pickle here. Let's come out. Yeah, so the plan is a bit of a tidy up. So these rows are quite wide, from there to there. We'll definitely get some animals. So we'll bring probably 8 head over here, set up a water drinker, and then they'll be here for for the foreseeable, hopefully. This is what we want, like this. So you've got, and then we want the weeds and everything within this, but we want that patch there on the floor, and the cattle will help make that. So I can't for the life of me remember quite where the there it is, where the stowaway is. Yeah, it's slowly going back to nature, and that'll be with the help of cattle. Ugh. So this is perfect when you get some bits like this, but then you got nothing, and I just don't know what will win. I think bristly ox tongue will win. There you go. Anyway, looking good. Just like, look at this. This is all year and last year. Nothing done to it, and nothing's growing. Quite poor land. We've had lots and lots of rain. But ragwort, bristly ox tongue, willow herb, thistle, that is about it. Trees are surviving. boring. Pond is looking amazing. So there's a few ponds on here, which we won't let the cattle have access to because we need it to not get damaged. So not like our pond on the farm where we let the cattle drink from it. This needs a bit of protecting. This water does come up onto these edges just about, so it's looking quite good after, this is its second year. So it's out of an old orchard and they're putting a long band goes through there, joining to another pond area. I was hoping that would encourage amphibians and that to get around a little bit easier without being picked off. And somewhere for vertebrates and all that to overwinter, breed. Here we are in one of the orchards, or that orchard that we grazed. Look how much has come back. Cattle do well on here. Find myself a nice natural apple, no chemicals. Nice. Oh, this is a new one. It's like a form of mint or something. So that's moved in with our grazing. A lot of that and some of the hay we do. And wander over here. We roll some hay out through here and just start seeing some different plants. It's about to come into flower, or has flowered. I think it's about to come in. A bit of a bare patch. Been a bit of a roadway for years. I thought I'd roll the hay on that. These flowers here. These are what will be coming in. Don't know what they are. So whatever leaf that one's off. But it's added things that weren't here before. So gentle graze next time. Looking forward to it. Punctures, last thing at night, just what we need. On the side of the road, luckily a lay-by to pull into. Having a good day, boy?
No.
And all we've got is a alloy.
My alloy.
Your alloy.
Brand new. With a brand new bloody tyre on it. For that Defender. But no, this has to have the same look back. Not the same as the 6.6 or the 8340 for fuck's sake. No, it's got to be the same as my Defender.
Whose Defender?
Mine.
It's not yours, it's mine.
I'm holding the bar. It's mine.
Oh, I'll pick that other bar up.
What other bar?
Belongs-
The tiny one.
It belongs to the farm.
I am the farm.
Huh?
I am the farm.
You are the farm.
I'm the farm.
You're a
Who was
comedian.
laying in bed and who was getting broken down? Me.
What do you mean? Laying in bed.
Oh, you're probably laying in bed. You can't even lie to
I was
everyone
possibly
on
milkshake actually.
Oh, no, you wasn't. You was in bed.
Yeah.
You phoned me, hello.
Shut up, you numpty. It's not that late, it's only 10:30.
They're all loose through here.
Right, let's get it off and get it swapped over. Jack it up. How are we going to do that? Backwards. Yep. That's enough. Wheels you're going to see on a set of discs, eh? You're a real man to have a go at that, boy, are you alright?
You want to beat you up with a metal bar because I'm really fucking stressed? No, you don't. So
Chop chop then. Last week it was really windy here, but we'll come with the fertiliser spreader. I don't know if all of these are out of the spreader, but there's a caterpillar there, look. Look at all the seed heads on the floor, look at both. Most of this could be weed seed, who knows? See, we've got weeds that grow in here. I believe it's a good indication of something that we've spread. So it's going to take a few days or a week to see what type of plants they are. This is all disturbed by cattle, so it's in the rougher areas. The grass and the mustard is. Rougher areas are. That's good because it's got a bit of cover over top of it, it'll stop it drying out. They look like a clovery type seed, definitely. And definitely clover's not here and they were added, so that is a success. Another week of rain, they'll get their roots in, the ground's undisturbed, so the moisture will be. Still solid as anything, but a bit moisture on the ground now. Get my knife out. A bit of moisture there. Quite a bit of moisture just below the surface, and a divot, that ain't very deep. So, happy with that. Fetch this one as well. So you've got these, and we're putting a lot of nitrogen in, and you've got these little pea pods in it. So whether we're going to get a chance to combine it or whether we bale it for hay, I suppose a bit of both really. But I think we'll probably just bale it for hay. This will put a lot of nitrogen in here. And this is very thistly, so a bit of embarrassed, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know what we'll do. This is a bit of a trial plot of mine. So about an acre, so a bit of money, so quid worth of seed maybe. Got my rubbish out my pocket. But a lot of pods, thick, all the way down to the bottom there. they'll be real high in protein, so make good cattle feed. So we either let them go to seed, combine it, we could silage it now, which means we wouldn't get these thistle seeds everywhere. I think combine would be a nightmare, like just sitting on the floor. We could graze it. So lots of different things we could do to it. So I suppose you'll just have to watch this space and see what we do to it. So as that podlet. Make nice seeds. Right, have another walk. Sorry, so windy. Here's an area of peas, again about an acre. Peas in a whole crop. We tried growing peas on their own, but long way before there's anything in there. Again, don't know what we'll do with them. Probably graze these, I should think. This filled up. So they're getting a bit fatter, but again, nitrogen fixing, just having a look at different ways of what might work, what won't work on the farm for us. They're tasty. The whole crop barleys. So before we couldn't find this one, this was a canary grass. So I think I'm seeing this on other places. Peas not yet developed, not on the beans. Not really ahead on this. We'd actually put a bit of wheat in here as well, but can't really see much of that coming through. The canary grass, at a quick glance, isn't too dissimilar from a wheat or a barley stem. So there was wheat mixed in, we didn't want it, we did our best to keep it out. These peas, there's a nice bit of height on some of them. There's a pod there. A long way off before, I'd say another couple of weeks. And these, they're just going cheesy, but they ain't really, they need to bulk out a bit. So, not a lot of beans, but there's no, they've been flowering, they're just, yeah, look, there's some pods on that one. So I don't think there'll be anything really beneficial yet, tiny little things in there. They're going to feed nothing, is it? So it needs to get a bit bigger. Then this, Matt's put on the field we just looked at with the cover crops. If we put a load of these wrapped through the middle of the field that we cut as the cows get to them, this would perhaps be ideal for the youngsters. Because it'll have a bit more protein in, so I think we'll, rather than put it all in the heap and go back and move it, I think we'll wrap it where we need it. Cart it home, unwrap, wrap it where we need it. And then graze up to it, eat it. I think that'll work for us. Looking bad. We're worried we weren't going to get anything. It ain't brilliant, but I think we're definitely going to get something now. So again, pretty much the same, just early stage seed everywhere. Even on the beans, on the barley. This is a heavy piece of land. Canary grass, drilled this, it's gone through quite well. A lot of rubbish took it on. It'd been a motorbike or drifting track, so it hadn't been farmed for years. Thistles galore, just where you look. Thistles. It's quite a bulky thing. Don't know what that's going to do for the feed. I suppose it'll hurt. Just a matter of covering the ground. The more we get on the ground, and we haven't, the less of everything else. But again, another 2 or 3 weeks before this is ready. Maybe even though this is starting to look a bit, it's just there's nothing there. Right. In there, look, you could hold for a bit, but you can still do a bit further. Everything's going to come at once, I think. Barley here. Got green in here, but it's getting ready. Moving all the time. So, in a couple of weeks again. Like everything all at the same time.